Can I present it?
It's the murder weapon.
Huh. I'm still wondering when this is gonna come up.
Well, how does she know it was a clock?
Yeah, if you present it, then that...
Well, we're gonna do the thinker first, and then I'll see. What you said just now was quite revealing.
Revealing? Ooh, you'd like that, wouldn't you? Naughty Mr. Lawyer.
You just said that this statue of the thinker was a clock. There's no way of knowing what just might be knowing. Bleh, there's no way of knowing that just by looking at it. Another person in much the same position as you recently called this a clock, too. And he was found guilty of murder.
Order, order.
Miss May, can you explain how you know this was a clock?
Oh,
What you got, Edworth?
the witness saw the murder with her own eyes. That's all that's important here.
Is it?
The defense is trying to confuse the witness with trivial concerns. Yes, yes, of course. You will withdraw your question, Mr. Wright.
That's all I have, Your Honor, and as you may recall, I've caught murderers with these questions before. Well, only once.
The murderer.
Okay.
Oh, objection abstained. You may continue to question the witness.
Whew, that was close. If you stopped me there, the trial would be over.
What? So, what happened now?
What happens now is you answer my question. How did you know it was a clock?
What? That's... Because I heard it? Yes, I heard it say the time.
So you've been to the law offices of Fay & Co.
No, hey, I didn't say that. Why would I go there? I heard from my hotel room. Teehee. The law office of Fay & Co, where the murder took place, is very close to the hotel. She could easily have heard the clock.
I don't think that's true.
Well, Mr. Wright, are you satisfied?
No, Your Honor. I can't give up now. I'm not satisfied because... Okay.
It couldn't have rung. No,
That's true.
that might
You
not
want-
be true though, because she was
Hey.
hit.
I'm your hints if you want them.
No, I can do this.
Huh?
I can do this.
Huh?
I legitimately don't know how she could have heard it. She's across the street.
But she could have had her window open. It's possible.
You have to press the thing to have it ring, and I feel like they're gonna say like, oh, this is a hit, but we're gonna give it a shot. Your Honor, members of the court, it is inconceivable that the clock in question rang. Oh! She emptied out the thing. It's empty.
She emptied it because it was taken.
The clock is missing its clockwork.
How could you possibly?
Just take a look right now.
Oh,
See anything interesting, Your Honor?
it's as the defense says. This clock is missing its clockwork. It's quite empty. Mr. Wright, would you care to explain to the court the meaning of this?
It is as you can see. The clock was empty. It couldn't have rung. Therefore, this witness is a big, fat liar.
That?
Well, Miss May,
tisk, tisk.
Huh?
Quite a show you've put on for us, Mr. Wright.
He knew the clock was empty. Somehow, he knew.
I'm afraid you've forgotten one thing, however. Indeed, the clock is empty. As you say, it can't ring. However, we must ask, when was the clockwork removed? If it was after the witness heard the clock, then there's no contradiction. That's true. That is a possibility. The clock might have been emptied after she heard it. That is exactly what happened, Your Honor. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove when the clockwork was removed?
They said in the conversation that it was an empty thing, right? On her
They
phone.
did?
I knew it!
Oh, impossible, of course.
I have proof.
Oh, what?
Wasn't it you who told me proof is everything? Well, I was listening, and now I'll show you the proof you like so much. The evidence that proves when the clockwork was removed is... Gonna check it just to double check. So, here's, I think it was, you should probably help the thing. It's not working. That's lame. My clockwork, sorry. Okay, yep, this is it.
Parker did it.
Clicking it again makes it do that. Okay. Present. Take that. Take a look at this.
That's a very cute cell phone. Ooh, you have a girly phone!
Wait, this isn't my phone. Listen. This is the defendant's cell phone, and it contains a recording. A recording of a conversation she had with the victim on the day of the murder. Full Deck has this on a big screen, by the way.
Dang.
That's an
Big
experience.
screen. Big screen. The defendant's cell phone? This wasn't brought to my attention.
Perhaps Detective Gumshoe overlooked it.
The good detective better remember he's up for evaluation soon.
I gotta say, I'm starting to feel bad for the big fella. Let's hear the conversation.
So you just want me to hold on to the thinker for you, then? If you could. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame. I had to take the clockwork out. Sorry. September 5th, 9:27 a.m.
Your Honor, I think this makes it clear the clockwork was already gone by the time this was recorded. Which was well before the witness even arrived at her hotel. Well, Miss May, would you care to explain this to the court? Just how did you know that weapon was a clock?
Well, isn't it obvious? I saw the clock before. What store was that again? I go to so many.
I believe that.
Oops, I forgot. Wink. So the witness had seen it before. That would make sense.
I hate you so much right now.
Does the defense have any objections, Mr. Wright?
I mean, yeah. The time she had seen it before, but this directly contradicts a piece of evidence already submitted to this court.
Well then, let's see it. Please produce this evidence that will prove the witness had not seen the clock before.
Do I have a piece of evidence that proves she's not seen it?
You do have a piece of evidence that proves this. Just read through your evidences.
Alright, we did that. Okay, remains a glass ceiling, broken beyond all recognition, whatever. That's the actual thing. Oh, it's made by Larry Butts.
Yeah. Remember, Larry Butts made 2.
That's
and
right.
One's already been used as a murder weapon.
It's simple. This clock was never in any store, ever.
Oh, what?
A friend of mine made that clock. Only 2 exist in the world. And the one that isn't here is in police custody. This one's about to be.
It sure is. Impossible. Everything is sold in stores.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Miss May, I think it's high time you went shopping for a better excuse. Ha!
Wow. Zinger.
Oh, excuse is not on sale today.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Aw.
She's going Super Saiyan. Oh my god.
What's it to you, porcupine head? That stupid clock doesn't matter, okay? She did it, and she should die for it. Die!
Is his murder punishable by the death sentence around here or something? Like every time?
Yes.
Okay.
They take the death penalty seriously. Everything is death penalty. Whoa. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. This is a court of law, and the witness will remain calm. Hey, oh? Oh, silly me, huh? Did I, lose it? I guess I did, teehee, wink.
Scary.
Miss May, let me ask. Tell me, how did you know the weapon was a clock? Oh dear. Does the defense have an opinion on this behavior?
Okay, this is it. Yes, Your Honor. Allow me to explain how I see the truth of the matter. Miss April May, you knew the weapon was a clock because... She definitely didn't hold it. Wizard had never held a clock in her hand. However, she had heard that it was a clock.
Be heard?
That is correct, Your Honor. There was no other way she could have known the thinker was a clock. I can show you the proof.
Well, this is interesting. Let's see it then. Show me the evidence proving that the witness had heard the murder weapon was a clock.
I know this one!
Hey!
Have a look at this!
Oh, that?
I found this in Miss May's room, and you will ignore that is totally inadmissible evidence.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what this is.
Miss April May, you were tapping the victim, Miss Mia Fey's phone, were you not?
Oh.
Here we go.
Your Honor, this is irrelevant.
That is not true at all.
I'm not entirely sure that is. Objection overruled. It troubles me that our witness was in possession of a wiretap. This is outrageous. How does the defense truly claim that the witness was tapping her phone?
Absolutely.
Even if that was the case, which it is not, you still have to prove one thing. Did the victim ever say that the weapon was a clock on the phone?
Yes.
And you proved that, I think not.
Oh yeah, I think I can! It's simple.
What?
Here's my proof. The proof that the victim said on the phone that the weapon was a clock is literally the phone you guys have already heard.
Wait, double check that.
What do you mean?
Does it say it's a phone specific or a clock specifically in
Yeah.
the conversation?
It says they take the clock
Okay, yeah, I'm just making sure. Because you already submitted it. It was just weird that Edward said it wasn't a clock again.
I present the defendant's cell phone.
Again. Yes, we've seen that.
Listen once more to the conversation between the defendant and the victim.
Man, Edgeworth is bad at listening.
Sure is.
Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Well, actually, there's something I wanted to hold on. I want you to hold on to for me. Again? What is it this time? It's a clock. It's made to look like a statue, the thinker, and it tells you the time.
Miss April May, you used a wiretap to listen to this conversation. That's how you knew the thinker was a clock. Am I wrong?
Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
Your Honor, look at the witness's face. Does she seem amused to you? The defense demands an answer.
Witness, answer the question. Did you tap her phone? Miss May. Shut up, all of you. What gives you the right to talk to me like that? You lawyer.
Well, what you just said right there, that's the right.
Yeah, because your name is right. It's no fair, all of you ganging up on me like that. Oh, I'm the bad girl. Is that it? Is that it?
That did it. The court's seen the real Miss April May now. Gotta deal the final blow. She didn't do it.
Yeah.
Why did you tap her phone? Answer the question.
Do I have to? Isn't this a murder trial? Isn't tippy tapping irrelevant?
She's saying exactly what Edgeworth wants her to say. Miss May, you were tapping the victim's phone. I hardly call that irrelevant.
While this court does not condone the defense's tone of voice, he has a point.
I condone my own tone of voice, old man.
Well, Miss May, do you have an explanation for the court? Can you prove you had nothing to do with this murder even though you tapped her phone?
Ha! I'd like to see her pull that off.
Mr. Lawyer, I saw that evil grin. You were probably thinking I'd like to see her pull that off, weren't you?
Damn, she's good.
Well, you're not the first man who's thought that, and of course, I can and will.
You can't be serious. No way.
Way, I say, way! Oh, I assure you, I'm serious, Mr. Lawyer. Okay, so, the killing happened around 9 at night? Why, that's just when I was getting room service from that sweet bellboy.
Room service?
Iced coffee, I believe it was. Iced coffee, you know, like normal coffee, but cold. If you don't drink it quick, the ice melts, and then you have regular cold coffee.
Iced coffee.
Think I'm making this up? Ask the bellboy. Wink. Ergo, the witness was not on the scene at the time of the murder. So where does that leave us? It is my great displeasure to inform you that the witness appears to have been tapping the victim's cell telephone. However, that is a separate crime with no bearing on the current case whatsoever. Her testimony stands. She saw the defendant, Maya Fey, commit murder.
No, they're going to let her just walk away? There's no way I can win this unless I tie Miss May to the murder somehow.
Well, does the defense have anything to say?
Well, come on, think of something. This is legitimate. This legitimately feels difficult. Okay. I feel like continuing to examine her isn't going to do anything.
If you think she's got nothing, then another witness can always open up another avenue.
I think we have to.
Do you think she's got anything else?
I don't think she has anything else. But here's the thing: she didn't commit the murder, and we've already pulled. We've already pulled the biggest ace on her, which was the wiretap, and I can't push the wiretap anymore. There's something suspicious here, and I'm going to get to the bottom of it.
I think you've sunken quite low enough already. I object to calling the bellboy.
Why? What's your reason?
Because I hold that the wiretapping had nothing to do with the killing. However, if you agree to one condition, I'll consent to calling this a witness.
Condition?
If Miss April May's alibi is not called into question after you examine the bellboy, then you will recognize that Miss April May was not the killer, thus she is innocent. And thereby you must also accept the verdict of guilty for Miss Maya Fey. That is my condition.
What? I better find something suspicious in that bellboy's testimony. Otherwise, Maya will be declared guilty on the spot. What should I do? Give up? Oh, God. Alright, let's go. Alright, I've got nothing to lose except for, well, everything. Understood. I'll accept your condition.
To be fair, if you don't accept the condition, Maya gets accused of being guilty anyway.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
you really
You fell
don't have
right
anything
in
to
my trap.
lose.
Because if you didn't accept, then it would have just been admissible that the wiretapping was irrelevant.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Wait.
Very well. The court calls the hotel bellboy to the stand.
Someone go get him.
I believe we're ready for the witness to testify. He certainly does look like a bellboy. Yes, sir.
You couldn't have drawn another sprite that was him with his hand down.
Nope. I received your summons in the middle of the work, sir. I'm happy to be of service. That tea set looks rather heavy, so without further ado...
His right arm is jacked.
It sure is. He never drops it. The witness may begin his testimony. Very good, sir. I am the head bellboy at a fine Gatewater Hotel in business for 4 generations. I believe I received a call after 8 o'clock in the evening from our guest, Miss May. She asked for an iced coffee, so to be brought to her at 9 on the dot, sir. I brought it to her at precisely the requested time, of course. And I delivered the iced coffee to our guest, Miss May herself. I see. The defense may begin its cross-examination.
Right, I'm ready. I hope. This is it. If I can't prove Miss May was involved with the murder now, I will be finished. Alright, we got times. The Watergate Hotel. I believe it was evening. When did they... They didn't give her a time, did they?
Of death?
Yeah.
I think they said... I think she said she saw it at 9. Like the murder. That's when she
yeah,
saw the
I
crime.
thought so. It was like, I want to ask about this! 9 on the dot, you say?
Yes, I confirmed that detail several times. She was watching the program on TV and wished to drink after she finished, sir.
9, that's the time of the murder. Precisely 9 then?
Precisely, exactly, and most definitely, sir, 9 p.m.
How can you be so sure?
Miss May was quite insistent that it be brought then. Oh, bellboy Teehee, I'd like iced coffee at exactly 9 o'clock. Something like that, sir. Therefore, I knocked on her door at the crack of 9, sir.
Why would she be so particular about the time? Huh. Okay. Wait, hold on. Deliver the ice coffee to your ghost herself. I'm just pressing this because I wanted to know more. You are sure it was Miss April May herself?
Absolutely, sir.
Absolutely?
Yes, sir. As in, so very absolutely, sir. It's an endearing mannerism of mine.
This is the best character so far, by the way. How come you're so very certain? Well,
when I brought the room service, sir, the guest, sir, favored me with an embarrasser, sir.
embrace her. Embrace.
Oh, embracer.
Embrace her? Is that French for embrace?
It's French for kiss, sir. But not a French kiss, sir. More of a peck on the cheek.
Why would she have done that?
I believe perhaps she was momentarily swayed by my prim demeanor, sir.
Alright, dude.
It was a moment I shall never ever forget, sir.
That was pretty fishy to me. I think our Miss May was up to something and wanted the bellboy to remember her. There's nothing there. Is that it?
Tisk tisk. Finally, you understand. This bellboy has absolutely no reason to lie. Now, if you have any decency, you will end this rather tedious cross-examination here. It was a bit tedious. The witness may leave the stand.
Can't let this happen, can I? Wait, please wait.
Yes, does the defense have something to add?
One last question. Let me ask one last question.
Your Honor, I must object. This charade of justice has gone on long enough. Now, Mr. Edgeworth. All right, Mr. Wright. I'll give you one more question. That's all.
Okay. This is really it now. This is my last chance. What do I ask him about?
Uh-huh.
I don't even know where to go with these. The check-in doesn't matter. Surely.
Do you think she was
Bulldog has a
possibly...
good point.
Yeah,
What Bulldog say?
she wouldn't witness murder and fuck the bellboy at the same time. Highly doubt she's that capable.
I mean, like, when she was talking to him, if he appeared right at 9 and she called right at 9.
Do you think whoever killed the person, or killed Mia, and had a connection to her? Like they were conspiring together?
Yeah. But... okay. Oh my god. They could have been there when they checked in, but I feel like that's not going to prove anything. I don't know what asking about room service is, because we literally just spent an entire conversation talking about room service.
Well, you're gonna have to take a dive at some point.
Ah. But, okay, the fact that it's 3 choices is so annoying to me right now. Because I'm like, oh god. Okay, so based off the hint, I'm supposed to prove that someone else was there.
Yeah?
And see, here's the bet making thing might actually be a good way to do that.
So with check-in, don't you have to say how many people are checking in?
That's true.
Assuming that she's conspiring with someone, that would mean that they would also be staying in the same room, most likely.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with the check-in because you have to say how many people are there. Tell me about the check-in. Tell me about when you checked in, Miss May.
Oh, alright, very well, sir. My first thought was that she was a beautiful, beautiful person. She's just my type of girl, so it was a disappointment, really.
I see. Excuse me? What exactly was a disappointment? Yes!
Well, I am not without charm, sir, but even I had very little chance with her lover there.
Huh? What did he say? What did you say?
Rather quite.
Bellboy, tell us the truth now. Did Miss May check in with another person?
I object. That was objectionable. Objection overruled. The witness will answer the question. Yes, I see.
Why did you not mention this in your testimony?
Well, sir, you see, you didn't ask.
Nice try. That's the sort of thing you're normally supposed to mention.
Yes, quite, indeed. It was the, good barrister there, Mr. Edgeworth, who...
Huh?
He asked me not to mention it if I wasn't specifically asked, sir. You fool!
Oh, you done fucked up now, boy. I've done it! I've won! Miss April May checked into a twin room with a man, correct?
Yes, sir.
Then, when you brought them room service, you didn't see that man in the room?
That's right, sir.
Your Honor, we have just learned of another person involved who may have been the murderer. In light of this new fact, I hold that it's impossible to judge the defendant. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth?
And who, Mr. Wright? Who is this other person?
Simple. It was. It was her!
He was the man.
She was the man with Miss April May. I hate that name still. The man who checked in with Miss May. Your Honor. As has been previously revealed, Miss April May was tapping the victim's phone. Yet Miss May herself has an alibi at the time of the murder. However, that does not clear the man that was with her. The bellboy saw no one else in the room at the time of the murder.
My, what a convenient little setup, but it's too late.
Too late? So you'd like it if it was too late, wouldn't you? After all, it was you who hid the presence of the other man from this court.
Ah! Upstart amateur. These accusations are ludicrous. Enough. The court acknowledges the defense's argument. I expect the prosecution and defense to look into this matter fully. Am I understood? Yes. Yes, Your Honor. That is all today for the trial of Maya Fey. The court is adjourned. And there you go.
Christ.
You managed to buy another day.
God, this trial's still going.
Mr. Wright,
Ugh.
you were amazing in there.
Really?
I think I might be your newest fan.
Oh, I was just doing my job, you know. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Then again, that other attorney was pretty cool too.
Huh?
That face of his, with his eyes wide and trembling lips. It sent shivers up my spine.
If you say so.
So, what happens with me? Do I get to go home now?
Well... No, I don't think so. Not yet.
Oh, I see.
But I got a great lead in today's trial.
A lead?
That man with Miss May, he's the key.
Oh, I get it. What happened to Miss May after all? After that anyways?
I heard they arrested her. I guess she's learning her charms won't work everywhere. She's probably at that detention center now. I may have to go down there later. Anyway, this case is far from closed.
Yes, sir!
I'm going to find out more about this man.
You think he was the one who...
Maybe so.
Sis.
Don't worry, I'll find him by tomorrow, I promise.
I'm counting on you.
God, let me save the game, please. I asked for a full record of April May's testimony. I thought it might come in handy during the trial tomorrow. But now that I have it, I'm not so sure. Most of her testimony was all lies. In fact, there's only one part that hasn't been stricken from the record. I don't know how much good this will be to me at all now. Anyway, time to hit the pavement and do some investigating. Maya doesn't belong in that detention center, and it's up to me to set her free.
Alright. To be continued, and now you can save. You can save between every investigation and
Oh,
case. It's between those two.
God, this game's exhausting.
I'll say, there's only 5 cases, and you only finished 1. This is the second one. So I have to go in a few minutes. So I got.
Oh no, we're cutting the stream. I cannot do anymore.
Yeah, you're halfway done this case.
Oh my God, it's so exhausting. I didn't think this game would be
games.
hard.
It's thinking. It's a lot of thinking.
It is.
I'm gonna do this because it's funny, and I wanted to peel back the curtain for this moment. The thing that you were like struggling so much for. Those 3 choices. Yeah, they all said the same thing.
Oh my God.
No, because I'm also gonna say, like, because the bed making means that he would have had to make both beds, I assume.
Yeah.
And then if you did
Room service,
the room service, he would have been like, oh, it was kind of strange that there wasn't another person there.
Because you did notice there were 2 cups of
right, because there's 2
champagne.
cups. And then the other one, because I don't think this game wants you to fail. So like,
you'll know when the game sets you up for failure because it will point it out. But there are times when you will have to go back and redo something because you chose the wrong option. There were other things that you did that you definitely could have messed up.
right.
But yeah, so I'll ask the question: did you want to do another stream of this just to finish the case or something, or did you want to move on to the next game?
I'll do. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, Kai. I'm gonna make a
Yeah.
deal. I'm gonna make a deal with you. All right.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna make a deal with you.
Okay.
I want to see this case to the end at least, but I really want our next game to come around. So we'll
All
do
right.
we'll do both.
We'll do both. I was
I,
just gonna say we do this thing and then do some just like a do it for half a stream and then half a stream of just like League or whatever.
that's the thing. I might. Here's the thing. I might. Uh, I don't know when I'll stream this. Like I might stream it on my own time at some point
Oh,
because I might.
you want to finish it on your own.
Yeah, I might actually want to finish the game because it's a fun game. It's cool.
Oh, it's real fun.
It's unique.
I'll say the investigations get better because there's more options and actual funny dialogue
Yeah.
later on. This is still like half a tutorial-ish because now it's trying to teach you to press everything.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That investigation, I was fading so quickly.
Yeah, I could tell. Fortunately, it's really only like less than half of each trial is investigation. Most of it is the trial.
Okay, that's good. The trial's the fun part. But,
Mostly it's like investigation trial, investigation trial. Like the big final cases might have a third day, but
that's
it's
why.
usually
Yeah,
that.
that's why I'm saying I might finish this on my own stream.